push forward that light or that energy within the music. And then one day we would come back together as a group and do shows and do a big reunion with each member being established, all right, as a solo artist in the earth. So that was the approach for each member of Star Lion family to go out there, all right, execute the work, right, as a solo artist and come forward, because it was very hard for promoters and for booking agents to book 7 vocalists at one time. It just didn't make sense in terms of business. So we decided to do that. Yes, well, my links with Andrew Basie Campbell, Earl Chinna Smith, and Harsey is a very beautiful thing. But the link is really Basie, Andrew Basie Campbell. I met Andrew Basie Campbell because of Conscious Rhythms. Conscious Rhythms label was from Hawaii, and Conscious Rhythms wanted to promote some music called Gather the Remnant, which was a project done by Conscious Rhythms, but most of the production was done by Andrew Basie Campbell from out of Jamaica. But Conscious Rhythms was, of course, the executive producers of or the financiers, or the ones that created the concept. All right, which is a great compilation, actually. So this is where I met Andrew Basie, and from time I met Andrew Basie, we clicked, and that unification thus brought all the great musicians such as Earl Chinna Smith, to be on a few songs of mine, and also Leroy Horsemouth Wallace as well. As we know, world-renowned drummer, historical drummer, classic drummer. So the link with Chinna Smith and Leroy Horsemouth Wallace was really through Andrew Basie Campbell. But the link with Andrew Basie Campbell came from coming together with Conscious Rhythms from out of Hawaii to promote Gather the Remnant in Jamaica. So when I was flown to Jamaica by Conscious Rhythms, thus I met Andrew Basie Campbell. Well, you see, Sugar Minot, the situation with Sugar Minot was a very serious one, because Sugar Minot was someone that I never met face to face, unfortunately. But fortunately, that song World Jungle was something that was orchestrated by Andrew Basie Campbell as well. So, Andrew Basie told him about I was also told about Sugar Minot. I've known Sugar Minot in my father's collections, and I have known that Sugar Minot is a very excellent and a very great, artist from Jamaica, and I always loved his style. But Andrew Basie Campbell is the one that basically linked both artists together in terms of Sugar Minot being in Jamaica. He had him do the track World Jungle, or do the hook, and I came through and I actually added my verses to World Jungle as well. So Andrew Basie Campbell was really the one responsible for linking me with Sugar Minot. May he rest in peace, and may his soul be ever blessed in Zion. Yes, I am a Rastaman. And I do see myself as a person that is always trying to live a spiritual life, always trying to better, himself. Spirituality, as His Imperial Majesty said, is not like religion. It's a way of life. So this is the life that we try to live, a life that is close to nature as Rastafari. And we do give thanks and praise for His Imperial Majesty being our guide, being our Godhead and being our mentor as Rastafari. And we see his works as tantamount to what we have to accomplish little by little in our life. It is not to try to be exactly like His Majesty, but to use his example and try to apply that to our lives personally, so that the spiritual energy can be shown forth. So I do give thanks and praise for that. I have shown this way of Rastafari, this way of life to my community. I have never been in war. I have never been in problems with anyone in my community. I and I have tried my best to stay close to nature, to be down to earth, to be positive, to always support the farming energy, the agricultural energy that exists here in the Caribbean. The Virgin Islands is not a agricultural based economy, unfortunately, which I think is the foundation of the human being, because if you cannot grow your own food, what sense does it make? Especially if it's not organic, So, I have tried my best to show the youths, to show the people of the Virgin Islands that Niyorah is a person that will always love them, no matter how popular Niyorah gets, no matter how famous Niyorah gets out there in the world, no matter if I have traveled this and that part of the earth, I will always love the people and I will always be down to earth with my people. Because if I have nothing, I still have to wake up every day and hit the streets and still have to face these people. So it is very important that I don't have an ego with music.